Hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. On the bench at the moment I've got a Roberts R701 AM FM 3-band, quite a neat little looking radio really. Modern construction, ICs, not working. I've put some power on it. Underneath you've got the battery tray. I've got this disconnected at the moment. It's just a single screw holds that in. You've got your battery compartment in underneath, but this is the whole tray, comes right out. And I've just taken the handle off. Two plastic retainers. Pretty shot actually. They're not very good at all, those. Yeah, there's a thread's gone on that one. But if you can see there's like a keyhole slot, so you just pop them out, pull the handle off, and then take those out. No instructions on this one anywhere on the net, so you pretty much, this is it. So taking those two out, I'm going to take the aerial off. Should be a posi drive. No, it's a Phillips. Gonna pop the chassis out. Do stick with time, these. Sometimes you don't think you've done it right, but that's annoying. I'm going to have to pop the leads off that one. There's the antenna. It needs a new antenna. It's got a bit of a bend on the end. Probably actually only the end section, which is actually solid, so I might be able to bend that one back relatively straight, but anyway, they're still available from Roberts, so for the sake of a few quid I might replace that one anyway. So the only sort of thing that I've found cosmetically wrong with this, it needs a really good clean up, is there's a little nick on the top of the case there. Let's get you in on that a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, just in this area here. That's pretty much all that I can see wrong with it. Hoping I can sort of, it's not missing cloth, it's just something's dropped on it and cut it, so whether I can stretch it back in place and just put a dab of glue on that to hide it, I'm not sure. I've got some leather and vinyl glue up there which might do it. But anyway, that's not too much of a hassle. If push comes to shove, I've got some black vinyl I can actually recover that with. But anyway, as I say, it's not one of my usual type radios. The problem with getting these out of the case is in here is years worth of crud, and that has stuck that top solid into the case. This is annoying. I'm going to have to whip those battery leads off, I think. Let's just cut them off for now. Do another sort of job on them later. So I'm not going to spend long on this initially. I'm just going to have a quick look over it, see if there's anything blindingly obvious. Get it on some power when it's actually out on the bench. I don't want to stick anything down there and loosen that really, because it's going to ruin the leather cloth. WD might have done the job actually. No, can't say I've got any of that at the moment. I've got contact cleaner, but I don't want to use that really. These controls are absolutely filthy. The grill is surprisingly good. I've seen these rusty grills. Let's get my bigger screwdriver and give it some stick. Let's just grab my rubber sheet. I don't really want to spray it with the foam cleaner either, because unfortunately these modern sets aren't as robust as the older ones. I wonder if a bit of isopropyl won't hurt it. It might get into the gaps. I might free it up, that shouldn't damage anything. Famous last words. We can melt it as well. Let's wipe the excess off of there. Okay, welcome back. What a nightmare. It looks like the corners have been stuck on that. So what I basically had to do is slice down inside. It looks like it's been glued on these four corners. Whew. There we go. One chassis eventually out. As I say, I've not actually damaged the top edge of that, so that'll all just glue back down. You won't see any of that, luckily. But yeah, it's either bonded itself to it with age, or it looks like there has been glue put on it, or double-sided tape by the looks of it. That's just cruel if they have. God, what a job. Anyway, there it is. The chassis is out. So I'm just going to disconnect the speaker wires and welcome back. I'm still working on this Roberts R701. What I've found is that Q1 transistor has had a, is it Q1? Sorry, Q2, which, let's get you in a bit closer, you can't see there. This transistor in here, which I believe controls the voltage to this IC. That one's definitely shot. Now this has got similar, it's got three very similar, in fact they're identical transistors in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch Q1, which is good. That's this one here. So I'm going to pinch that one out of there and put that in there, so that's an exact one feeding the voltage in. And I've got another similar transistor here. The only difference is the pinouts are a bit strange, so I'm going to solder those back in and give it another try. So okay, I've just soldered my imposter transistor in, and I've put the known good transistor in position Q2 now. So I mean, that transistor there is still an NPN. HFE is slightly higher, but the rest of it's no leakage on it or anything, so it's a good transistor. As I say, the only thing is I don't know if you can see that, but the legs are all over the shop. I have got some of these on order, but I can't seem to get any bar Japan, so I don't know why they've stopped doing a 2SC330U or 333Z 0U. Anyway, no longer can get them in this country for some reason. So I'm going to put some power on. Let's reconnect the speaker. Zoom back out again now. Let's reconnect the speaker, which I've got up here, safely out of harm's way. Bear with me, I'll hook this back up. Right, well, I've got it hooked back up to my power supply, 9 volts. I'm getting a little thump in the speaker. Problem is with these radios, there's no service data available at all for them. No voltages, nothing. Struggling to try and find a pin out for this chip as well. It's got an onboard AM/FM, I think, radio chip, which is a TA8117N. It's a Toshiba integrated circuit. This is a TA8117N. Now, if it's that gone, they are quite expensive, and for a radio like this, it might not be worth buying one, but I can get them on eBay for about 11 quid, which is a lot of money. But we'll see. I've got one other transistor I'm going to pop out there. I'm just going to check that, so bear with me.